The days grow shorter. Frost whitens the landscape. All is quiet in the Veneto plains, except for the nip in the air. It is during this period of hibernation that the earth bequeaths its most precious fruit. Radicchio di Treviso, Rosso Tardivo, has been peasant food for centuries. But at a precise moment, this common, spontaneously grown chicory suddenly became the most refined and sought-after vegetable on our tables. An amazing product that sees its spectacular ending in the coldest days of the winter. With the title Protected Geographical Indication, or PGI, the European Union officially recognized the unique quality of this typical food, which originates in a tiny area of northeast Italy, covering parts of the provinces of Treviso, Venice, and Padua. It is here only that Radicchio Tardivo has its ideal setting. Rich soil, summer heat, man's loving hand, the frigid Veneto winters tempered by mild spring waters. A long process marked by the rhythms of the seasons all year long. The days lengthen. The cold loses its bite. It's time to start all over again. The expert eye of the Radicchio farmer has chosen the best plants grown over the fall. Only these plants, the best and strongest, will return to the fields in the spring to give their seeds to next year's harvest. These are precious plants. They represent the hope of the future. They carry a genetic heritage passed down from generation to generation. A legacy that cannot be lost or contaminated. To this end, a tight net covers the blossoming Radicchio plants so as to prevent unwanted pollination. This is how, year after year, the Radicchio producers improve the quality of the plants.
He deals the cards as a meditation.
Pollination is carried out by insects, select and industrious technicians that work in a world created by man. At sunrise, the blossoms of Treviso Radicchio open up in simple and delicate beauty. Bees and bugs fly busily from blossom to blossom during the long, hot summer days. Time is of the essence. By midday, the corollas will close up again, but in the end, the seed is what they're after. The day, a short season of scents, colors, and busy work comes to an end. The Radicchio bed has been prepared with care, plowed, harrowed, rolled, and fertilized. Now heat invades every corner of the fields. Summer is at its height. This is the time to sow the seeds. Noises from the tractors and sowing machines fill the air. The burrows, re-energized thanks to the rotating crops policy, are ready to receive the seeds that have been so carefully selected. Buried in the bond of soil and seed is the hope of next season's harvest. Strong and healthy, cared for constantly, the Radicchio grows, nurtured by fresh soil that's deep, well-drained, and of slight clay content. It's protected by the integrated defense system that man has mastered through experience and acumen. The fog and cold announce the coming winter. The fields change color. Suddenly, the first frost. Radicchio folds. The leaves tighten around the core so as to protect it from the cold. The harvest may begin. Deeply tied to the root, the radicchio head is pulled from the soil that fed it. Radicchio is harvested in traditional ways or with the help of modern machinery that cuts down on the load. But the work is still hard in the cold air. Radicchio must be harvested before the land freezes over completely. Radicchio tardivo is robust. It can resist up to -7 Celsius, but the core root must not freeze and break apart. It's the pure spring water that flows at a constant temperature between 10 and 12 degrees Celsius, which awakens the radicchio from the winter slumber. This is the Sile River territory, the longest spring river in the world. The whitening stage begins, full of mystery and anticipation. The plants, once pulled from the soil, are bound together, placed in vats with running water for 20 to 25 days. The main root returns to life, and the vegetable activity begins once again. Fresh, tender leaves grow. They replace the old ones. The core develops and shows off its final colors, white and ruby red. Now it is crisp and pleasingly bitter, the trademark characteristics of Radicchio Rosso Tardivo of Treviso. Typical and unique, the flower you can eat is born. Radicchio di Treviso Rosso Tardivo is an extraordinary vegetable for its nutritional content as well. It is cleansing, diuretic, tonic, as well as an antioxidant. It improves digestion, sustains the liver, and stimulates bilious secretions. It has very few calories and lots of vitamins. It is an all-natural product, pure and precious, as the rigorous quality tests confirm. With sure and decisive movements, the core root is removed from the old shell. Leaf after leaf, the radicchio head now shows its new look, its delicate flavor. The root, cleaned and carefully reduced, will go along with its fruit and will bestow life and freshness. Now our Radicchio di Treviso Rosso Tardivo is ready for the last washing in running water. Then the packaging. This is how it makes it to the markets of the world. Safeguarded by the EU PGI trademark and guaranteed by the Radicchio Consortium of Treviso. It enriches the color, flavor, and aromas of the kitchens and restaurants of the world. A symbol of the rich culinary tradition of Treviso, an age-old tradition based on the search for excellence. Delicate in its flavor, with a bitter hint mixed with spring water, fragrance in its leaves, a masterpiece that involves all the senses. The unique qualities of Radicchio di Treviso Rosso Tardivo are extraordinarily flexible in the kitchen. It can be used in pasta or rice dishes, with meats or fish, or as a side dish, or just plain, as in salad. There are hundreds of recipes where radicchio is the key ingredient to a successful dish. Radicchio di Treviso Rosso Tardivo, the taste of culture.